Afternoon, everyone. Just to follow up from the video earlier, I said I'd try and do one. Unfortunately, this is the second time I've had to do it. The one I just put up got blocked because I showed a snippet from BBC One because one guy had asked about subtitle size, and because it showed a bit of BBC One, it got blocked and removed. So if I didn't have enough problems. So I'll try and go over the same stuff again. So on the subtitles now, obviously I can't show any terrestrial TV now because it'll probably happen again. What I can say is I've tried subtitles on Netflix and on a couple of my things in my playlist, and they don't even work. They don't even come on. So they do work on terrestrial TV. I don't know how to do it without, like I said, probably video won't work. They do show, but they're right in the middle of the screen. They're not down at the bottom, which is a bit frustrating. So they are big. They're bigger than you'd normally, I think, I've seen on the TV before. But they're in the middle, sort of in the bottom third. They're not near the bottom of the screen, so that's quite annoying. Someone else asked about sound. Again, very hard to do through a phone video, but what could I say? Better than a normal flat screen TV, I'd say. You know, it's got that sort of sound bar at the bottom and it's a thicker TV. Certainly got more depth to it, more bass. That said, it's no substitute for having like proper speakers around the back of the room and stuff. But yeah, it's better than a normal flat screen TV. It's better than the Sony that I just had. But you know, I don't put too much sort of value on that. I mean, I'm paying this £5 for the HD thing and the Dolby Atmos sound thing. I've watched a few things in the Atmos now. There's not a lot of content that seems to have it, but I've watched a bit of The Crown on Netflix, and it comes up with the Dolby Atmos logo. But I mean, I can't really tell any difference, to be honest. I wouldn't pay for the Dolby Atmos separate, if you get what I mean. I'm only doing it because I like the HD thing, 4K stuff. So yeah, that's it. The sound, subtitles. Somebody brought up a good point about Frasier, and you'll see there he is, because what they were saying is he is not available on all four, right? So I'm wondering how that'll work. So I've added him to the playlist. And it's true he's not on all four, because see where it says on this week, normally next to that there's another button that says available now, and that's missing because he's not on all four. So I've added it, and as you can see, it does what it does every time. It adds a whole lot of things. You know, I just added it through like doing tomorrow mornings, but it adds the whole thing. So how is it going to let you watch this back tomorrow when this is finished? Because it's not recording on a hard drive, so you know, is it just going to like pop up with something saying, oh, you're like a reminder kind of thing? I don't know. Be interesting. So what I was saying in the video that got taken down was, has anyone got an example like this Frasier example? It's something that's on this afternoon, because I'd like to try it, but you know, something else that's not on all four app. So, but I've added that on anyway. In my first video, I showed you where I'd added an episode of Air Crash Investigation on like a specific episode. I saw it in the guide last night. Added it on, but then this morning I couldn't figure out for life where the hell it was. Same thing. So here it is. Added one episode in. It's added all this in. I mean, you know, years worth. And annoyingly, it brings up a lot of stuff from Disney Plus, which I'm not subscribing to. So it'd be better if you could strip out services that you're not subscribing to, because all of these are Disney Plus. And now in the end, I found I just go through every one of these till I found something that was National Geographic. So I knew, obviously, Nat Geo I got. So it's not that one. I think it's in this series here. No, where the hell is it? No, it's further than I thought, actually. Hang on a minute, there's a few National Geographics here. What did Mr. Fox say? Don't know where it is now. So, there it is. That's the one I wanted. So that's the one I saw on the guide last night, and I just wanted to watch that episode. And that's how in the end, after next morning to watch it, I had to find it. You know, I had to go through all of that to find it. Now I've watched it once. If I go into it now, it's there, you see, as continue. But annoyingly, it still wants to do it through Disney Plus. Can you see above where it says continue? So you have to go back the way I just showed you by flicking through these series. I mean, you've got to remember where it is. I can't remember now. There, it's 16, and going it like that. So, you know, absolutely crazy, innit? So that's that. Other general problems. So, well, the subtitle one's a problem, but I mean, I don't use them, thankfully. But, you know, if you need subtitles, obviously that's, well, it's pretty hopeless because most of the stuff I've tried it on, they don't work. I touched earlier on this thing around, let me just get off this, this idea of motion, it's meant to wake it back up. That doesn't work. It's in here. You see that enhanced experience there? That, I don't know if you can read that. That's where this thing is. So it says, brings your TV to life, wake by motion, auto standby, blah, 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 blah. Basically, this function keeps turning itself off. So I turn it back on. Yeah, okay, it's on. But it doesn't work. And then say I now go back and do some more work for a couple of hours. I come back in. The TV will have gone black because it's meant to turn off if there's nothing happening with it, that bit works. The idea is when you walk back in, it wakes up again. That doesn't work. Then when you come back into this menu, that enhanced experience has gone back to off. So that's a bit annoying. And then the other problems I've had today is just like quite a lot of locking up. You know, like I'll go away, I'll come back, I'll put TV on. You'll get the remote, you'll be thinking, well, again, I don't want to put a channel on now. But, you know, you'd think, I'll watch that, say, and you'll press it, and you get a black screen. It just says something like, you know, technical problems, program's not available or something. And I've had a lot of that on every channel. The only way I can get, I'll pull the plug out, put the plug back in. Similarly, the other problem I've got is when I said to you about I've been out of the room and you come back and it's a black screen, you press the button on the remote, you know, to get it back on, nothing, it's totally unresponsive. So you've got to pull the plug out, put it back in, it comes on. The only good thing about it is when you pull the plug out and stick it back in, it does boot up quite quick. As I say, I tried the Crown because of the Dolby thing. But so annoying, you can't do a search for anything on Netflix. It just seems ridiculous, like the biggest player, you know, the biggest player in town, Netflix, it doesn't do a search. If I type in something that I know is on Amazon, it works. Good old Disney Plus, it loves bringing that up. You know, it'll bring things up from other stuff, but it will not bring it up with Netflix. It's just so annoying because, let's face it, Netflix has all the good stuff on it. What was the other thing? Yeah, again, on this content pulling in, bit of a pain, right? So one of the programs we watch is Below Deck. It's on Amazon, so I'll just show you this. Below Deck. Right, so it finds it, which is good. And it knows it's on Amazon. Right, comes up, 6 series. Well, there's 8, so God knows where other 2 have gone. On series 6, there's 1 episode, episode 7. Well, where's the rest of them? The others, they've got the complete ones on. So 4, 3, 2, 1 have got all the episodes, but 6 has only got 1, and then there's series 7 and 8 missing. Then there's a Below Deck Mediterranean. So if we try that, Below Deck Mediterranean. Just brings Below Deck up. Don't even find it. So that doesn't. So what I mean again is this, some of this big feature about, you know, it'll pull in all your content from different places. Well, it's not even working consistently, so that's another absolute pain. Yeah, I'm pretty despondent with it actually. I do wonder whether to just send it back. I think what I touched on before is a big thing for me is we couldn't get Sky because we couldn't get a signal because of the trees. You know, you kind of like these foibles, like the content doesn't pull in and it doesn't search Netflix. You know, I'm kind of like, well, I didn't have anything that elegant before this, but if I were a Sky Q customer, you know, this landed on my doorstep yesterday, I'd be pretty teed off. So yeah, it's. I mean, you know, some of these things I've mentioned may well get sorted with software updates, but you know, that doesn't help you, does it, when you've just shelled out on all this? The thing about the playlists and how it like just hooks into all these different apps, that's not going to change. I mean, that's how it is. And I've watched a bit more stuff today, and iPlay, like I say, is acceptable. It's pretty good quality, but ITV Hub isn't. You know, is an awful product. And Channel 4 is a bit between. The fast forwarding's a bit easier, but I don't think the HD is very good. I am, to be honest, I've not tried 5. I've not got the will to live to sign into it yet. But I will try it, 'cause again, we do watch the odd thing on 5. We don't watch much on it, to be honest with you. But yeah, that whole recording and I mean, some people, you know, sort of saying, no, you know, I expect it to be like that, and blah blah blah. Well, if you did, brilliant, you know, but I don't think it came across like that. And before ordering this, I asked them Sky, and they sort of made out that you could record stuff, but you blatantly can't. So, and then these little bugs thrown in, you know, it's just kind of like it's a bit frustrating. But well, like I say, if anyone's got another one of those like Frasier type examples, I'd be interested to see what happens with that. If not, I'll have to wait until the morning. Like I say, any other questions, just ask. I'll see if I can. I mean, as more people get them, hopefully you start to see some more videos coming up. And you won't just have to keep listening to me. All right, cheers.